What's up with the squad? Back with another video. I see in the title going down. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see the title. Let's check it out.
Oh, these are basically for people that could be targeted in the future by the incoming Trump administration. We've heard stories of enemies lists and those such things. Do you think you should?
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I just, I think in, 2016, we didn't know what we were facing. We just, this guy comes down a golden escalator and he's like, I'm going to be the president. I don't think we thought he would be the president. And we had no idea that he would, try to steal the election. But now we know. And he says the quiet part.
She said steal the election, y'all. Y'all see how quick they flip stuff? This is the same thing Kamala did in her campaign. Y'all see how that ended. Y'all literally seen how that the outcome of that when they try to flip the script on things that they have done. Like, come on with that, bro. I don't understand that whatsoever.
It's out loud.
Y'all hearing this? She said tried to steal the election.
One of those people. And when Maya Angelou said, people show you who they are the first time, believe them. So he showed me at least who he was the first time. He ran this campaign on threats of retribution, revenge, concepts of a plan. I believe that. And I think people that were really stand up straight shooters like an Adam Kinzinger, like a General Milley, like an Alyssa Farah Griffin, like Cassidy Hutchinson, Liz Cheney, who were out there, telling people what they saw, what they witnessed. There's another. And
what's going on with Cassidy and Liz Cheney right now, y'all? What happened with what's going on with Kamala right now, y'all? She lost by a landslide, right? I'm just saying she's naming off people that have not only failed in what's going on with them right now, but the simple fact of the people that they are, the things that's happening, to these people that she's naming, just like herself, and I don't want to wish bad on nobody at all. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's the lies and the false information, the fake news that Sunny Hostin puts out. Just listen to her, y'all. This is insane right here.
Vindman.
Then she said she keeps on saying concepts of a plan. I feel like that's really what's bugging me right now. Is this whole her saying this concept, him having a concept of a plan, this, that, and the other. That's been four consecutive years, y'all. Me and Steph was just talking about it right now. And we was talking, it was like, man, I'm blessed to, have what I have, and the money. I would never sit there and beg nobody, for money and this, that, and the other. It's a lot of YouTubers that's out here that are doing really well for themselves. But at the same time, when it comes to a lot of these prices, and I ain't one that's going to sit here. It is bad. I can just about imagine, y'all, if I'm saying like these prices are bad, like people that's actually struggling and going through it. And then when you have like different, immigrants, I had got on TikTok, and I know y'all say y'all don't go on TikTok, this, that, and the other. I get it. I had seen something, and I think it happened in Florida, and it was another immigrant, that it was two that tried to break in a home and stuff like that. And it just goes to show y'all, bro, like the stuff over the past 4 years of like things that, that is, it's literally, increasing when it comes to the crime, when it comes to the prices on groceries, the gas, everything. And she can sit here and say that Trump has concepts of a plan and he doesn't have, policies, and he doesn't have this, he doesn't have that. He's not even in the White House yet, and he making stuff happen.
Would not be surprised if Steve Bannon or Manafort or any of the other people that are probably architects and J.D. Vance and the architects of 2025, they probably do have that list. And I don't think there's anything wrong with pardoning someone who spoke truth to power and who now may be on the other side of retribution.
Is there an implication of guilt, though, for people that ostensibly didn't do anything wrong?
No, absolutely not. I think, if you look at it historically, there is that notion, okay, well, there was someone that was, convicted of a federal crime, and that crime has been decriminalized. And so should that person spend the rest of their lives in prison? That's sort of a corrective action because the law has changed. This is different. We are not dealing with a normal presidential pardon process. We're not dealing, in my view, again, a normal presidential candidate or president-elect. This is different.
Yeah.
And you must treat it differently.
It'll be interesting.
How I'm just confused on how it's different, bro. Like how it's not normal. Me personally, I'm just confused because let me tell y'all something. What's not normal is Biden spending 60% of his time on vacation when he's supposed to be running the country. What's not normal is the same fact that Kamala is literally doing the same exact thing. It's not normal is the simple fact of the things that happen over her campaign. The money that is owed, the money that she spent, the people who she paid. You know, there's a lot of things that isn't normal. And Sonny is saying Trump, and nothing about what's going on. Is it normal? Like, I don't know. It's
because we had Senator Fetterman on today, and he was basically saying he's not going to freak out. He's going to wait and see. And Whoopi said that
Freaking
too.
out and planning are two different things.
Right.
I'm a very pragmatic person, as you know.
Yeah.
As an attorney, you kind of do that. And so I don't like leaving things to the wind, throwing things to the wind. I mean, I'm not freaking out. I'm in plan mode.
Yeah.
And part of planning is making sure that those people that had the fortitude and the courage and the bravery to try to save our democracy get protected.
Another thing Senator Fetterman said today that was a little newsy, I think. He suggested that after Hunter Biden's pardon that perhaps President-elect Trump should be pardoned for the New York hush money conviction.
Yeah.
What was your take on that? I imagine you disagree there.
I do disagree. And, you know, I think when people come on our show, you show them grace. And Barbara Walters showed me that. It's like inviting somebody into your home. And so you treat them accordingly. And it wasn't my question. So I didn't get a chance to push back. But listen, I think had President-elect Trump not tried to hide a hush money payment to a porn star that he had an affair with while his wife was pregnant, and had he not cooked the books with his
y'all see what she do,
who, by the way, refused to plead the fifth and refused to testify against him and spent time in prison at Rikers Island twice, and a jury of his peers, 12 people found him, I was in the courtroom, found him guilty of 34 counts. I don't think that you say, oh, my goodness, all of that didn't matter. That was politically motivated.
Right. I mean, he denies having an affair and he denies any wrongdoing. But at the same time, it was.
But it was a full and fair process.
We've been over this many and many times. Many and many times, y'all. Y'all know I started, reacting or talking to y'all, looking at these videos last year. Ever since then, because y'all know that I grew up, I sound like Kamala. I grew up, my dad, and my mom, like I always say, them being Democrats, and stuff like that. I always had in my head that, okay, my family doesn't like Trump, just they're not fans of Trump. My dad hates him. I just say that, and y'all know this. He's been on my lives plenty of times and stuff like that. But ever since I started doing these videos, I came in as an independent, didn't know really much, what's going on. And as I was seeing these different cases and everything, them trying to stop Trump, from being a president, it just showed me everything. It showed me everything. So for her to sit here and say these things like that, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like it's for real crazy. Like I feel like they need, she needs, help. Because I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing. It's just simple fact of like, bro, like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, you know for a fact on like what's the truth, and like her just having to be, be real with yourself, and she's not being real with herself. And I'm tired of the lies. I swear I am.
And so
you don't believe it's political in any way?
No, I don't think it was
politically
crazy, motivated. Bro. And I was really disappointed to hear that and for it to go sort of unchecked on our air, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So I'm checking it now, folks.
There you go. That's the beauty of the podcast. All right. So people have been saying, and
y'all
Charlamagne
hear how fake she is? Just listen to her lies, bro.
yesterday, I think. If you're a diehard Democrat or a diehard Republican, you sometimes refuse to be objective about the other party. I don't believe that's the case with you because especially I think there's many times where you've had issues with things that the president's done or other people have done. And
I've been open about it.
That's cap, bro. That is
that's
cap. I'm telling you, that is cap. Like they do this. They do this on this show, and it literally makes me so mad, bro. It makes me so mad. Anything that the president, they talk about President Biden, anything that President Biden, Kamala done, if it's something bad or something that has something to do with like, well, it's everything because I mean they haven't been doing anything, but like anything that Kamala has done, like they're not going to bring it up on the show whatsoever. They're not going to talk about it. They're not going to. Oh well, this needs to happen. They're not people that they're going to do this. So Brian and Sonny are sitting here lying, bro, and they know it.
That diehards have trouble looking in the mirror on their own party sometimes?
I think there are some people that certainly have trouble just being introspective and being.
Y'all hear how she's stuttering? She's that person, bro.
Introspective and looking at the party that they belong to.
Is part of that the look at the other side? I mean, how can you?
Yeah, how can you compare the two?
Yeah.
You know, I'm just not like that. I think a lot of it has to do with my legal training. I mean, I remember telling people are always shocked that Mark Garagos is a friend of mine. I mean, Mark and I would argue to the ground in a courtroom or in a television studio, and then we go out for drinks. He's one of the coolest people that I know. I call him on his birthday every year.
Serious?
I spoke to him last week. I couldn't disagree with him more on certain things, but I can look at that and I can respect him for other things.
Right.
And I feel the same way about political parties. I will say there are not many Republican policies that I agree with. And that is because I am sort of a very faithful person. I'm very faith-based. So I am my brothers and sisters keeper type of voter. And so even though something may be beneficial to me, like a really nice tax break, if I know those in my
She don't even know what she's talking about, bro. So you mean to tell me that she's just going to stick with the Democratic Party because of, just Democratic Party? I feel like me personally, like I said, I just got into this, going as an independent. It's more so like not even trying to be funny. This is something like, and I feel like seeing the Democratic Party and like for the first time knowing about the Democratic Party, it ain't even like, because me personally, the policies, like I told my parents, because I had some type of talk argument type with my parents, and I was letting them know like it's more so about the policies as well that y'all not looking at. Look at the policies. Actually look at what's going, and they do it. Sonny, these are just he don't even have a plan and this, that, and like you literally seen what Kamala didn't have no policy. He stole like 2 of Trump's policies. Then I seen like the website of her copying and pasting from Biden's website to put like, and I just be confused. Like, can you be that delusional? You that like I don't know. It bothers me so much, bro. Like I promise you, it
community
does.
or those in society will be harmed by those same policies. I would vote against that. Now, that's not to say that I don't have Republican friends. I do. Liz Cheney is someone who I said voted, with Trump like 92% of the time. I don't believe in her policies. Adam Kinzinger, I believe, voted with Trump like between 97 and 99% of the time. I don't believe in those policies. I think that they harm people. But do I like Adam and do I like Liz? Yeah, I do. I like them personally.
Sure.
And
you like Alyssa, you like Anna,
I like Alyssa, I like
Abby
Anna.
Huntsman, who was here the other day.
Yeah. And I've kept in contact with Abby Huntsman. So I can separate the policy from the party and the.
She said she can. She said she can separate the policy from the party.
Policy.
She don't even know what she's saying.
Not the policy from the party, but I can separate the party from the person.
Absolutely.
This I can't even. I had more that I wanted to check out. I can't even. And me personally, I can't keep going because it's like I don't see how a person can be that in the now and lie on air. Like, be real with yourself. She's a person that's not real with herself, bro. And she knows that, and I know for a fact she knows this. She knows what's best for this country. She does. And when you have a person that's like this, you know, this and she's a very, very, very hateful person. I can see it in her eyes, bro. She's a very hateful person. Just the way that she talks and the way that she's I can't stand it. I don't know. Y'all let me know y'all comments, thoughts. I talked enough, you know. Probably have multiple comments saying that I talk too much, but I don't really care. You know, that's the point of the videos. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.